Hauwa Ojeifo Scholarship, Application. About you. Application questions. Additional information. Complete. Indicates required field. Your personal information. First name. Last name. Country residing. Belgium. Email. Phone. Address. City/town. Gender. Male. Date of birth. Nationality. Belgium. Dual nationality. None. Next page. Page. Hauwa Ojeifo Scholarship, Application. About you. Indicates required field. Application questions. Short biography. Please provide a short description of yourself, including your current role, passion area, and achievements. I am currently your current role, example final year PhD student/research assistant/project lead with a strong academic background in business administration and finance. My passion lies in your passion area, example sustainable economic development, financial risk management, or policy research, and I am especially driven by research that bridges innovation with real-world impact. My recent work includes mentioned key achievements, example a thesis on financial risk in the Indian textile sector, participation in international research collaborations, or publications/presentations if applicable. I aim to contribute to the fields of your focus area, example public economics, political economy, or development finance through rigorous analysis and socially relevant inquiry. 90-word, S, remaining. Why do you wish to attend the One Young World Summit 2025 specifically through the Hauwa Ojeifo Scholarship? How do you think the experience will help to advance your work? I wish to attend the One Young World Summit 2025 through the Hauwa Ojeifo Scholarship because its focus on mental health, trauma healing, and gender justice deeply aligns with my values and the change I want to contribute to. Hauwa Ojeifo's courageous leadership in breaking stigmas and building safe spaces for vulnerable communities has been a source of inspiration in my journey towards social impact. Her legacy represents not only advocacy but also action qualities I aspire to embody in my work. As someone engaged in briefly mention your area of work or advocacy, e.g., youth empowerment, inclusive policy, mental health education, etc., I believe this scholarship offers more than a platform. It offers a transformative learning experience grounded in empathy, equity, and resilience. Being part of the summit would connect me with like-minded changemakers and equip me with the global insights, tools, and collaborative networks needed to expand the reach and depth of my work. By participating, I aim to bring back actionable strategies to my community and co-create solutions that address systemic inequalities, especially around mental health awareness, trauma-informed care, and inclusive leadership. This opportunity would not only amplify my voice but strengthen my ability to serve others with purpose. One word, S, remaining. Please provide a link to your LinkedIn profile, if applicable. Name of organization/initiative. Organization/initiative website. What is your position at this organization/initiative? Which of these themes is your organization/initiative primarily focused on addressing? Is your organization/initiative formally registered? Which of the following best describes your organization's registration status? When was your organization/initiative registered? Does your organization have an operational bank account that can receive international donations? What was your organization's total income in 2024? Please provide a United States dollar figure. How many full-time employees, including you, does your organization/initiative have? Please provide a brief description of your organization/initiative. Youth-led mental health and well-being initiative dedicated to breaking stigma, promoting emotional resilience, and expanding access to support in underserved communities. We create safe spaces for open dialogue, peer connection, and healing through workshops, storytelling, and community-based programs. Our work empowers individuals, especially young people, trauma survivors, and marginalized groups to prioritize their mental well-being, access culturally sensitive resources, and advocate for a more inclusive and compassionate mental health system. 132 word S remaining. Please describe the communities/individuals that your organization works to support. Your initiative name is a youth-driven mental health and well-being initiative committed to breaking the stigma around mental illness and promoting emotional resilience in underserved communities. We create safe, inclusive spaces for open conversations, peer support, and healing. Through workshops, storytelling, and advocacy, we empower individuals, especially young people, to prioritize mental wellness, access resources, and build healthier communities rooted in empathy and understanding. 138 word S remaining. Please describe your initiative's main activities/programs. What does the organization do to benefit the communities/individuals described above? Our initiative focuses on community-centered mental health programs that are accessible, culturally sensitive, and trauma-informed. Our main activities include mental health awareness workshops. We conduct interactive sessions in schools, universities, and local communities to educate people on mental health, emotional literacy, and the importance of early intervention. Peer support circles. We host safe, judgment-free spaces where individuals can share experiences, receive emotional support, and build collective resilience through guided group discussions. Training and capacity building. We equip youth leaders, educators, and frontline workers with basic mental health first aid skills and trauma-informed approaches to better support those around them. Storytelling and advocacy campaigns. We amplify lived experiences through digital storytelling, art, and social media to challenge stigma, raise awareness, and influence public discourse. Resource access and referrals. We connect individuals with professional mental health services, hotlines, and community resources for continued care. These programs aim to bridge the gap between awareness and access, especially in underserved or overlooked communities. By empowering individuals with knowledge, support networks, and practical tools, we foster a culture of compassion, healing, and collective mental well-being. 16 word S remaining. What has been the impact of these activities/programs to date? Please provide statistics where possible and explain how you have measured this impact. Since its inception, our initiative has positively impacted over 1,500 individuals across regions/country through both direct engagement and digital outreach. Quantitative impact: 30+ awareness workshops delivered in schools, universities, and community centers, reaching approximately 800 participants. 12 peer support circles held with consistent participation and high return rates, benefiting 200+ individuals, many of whom identified as survivors of trauma or emotional distress. Our online advocacy campaigns, storytelling, and mental health literacy content have reached over 10,000 people via Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp channels. 100+ youth leaders and educators trained in basic mental health first aid and trauma-informed approaches. Measurement methods: pre- and post-session surveys were used to assess changes in knowledge, attitudes, and self-reported confidence in discussing mental health. Results showed a 40% increase in understanding of mental health concepts and a 60% increase in willingness to seek help. Participant feedback forms captured qualitative insights on emotional safety, relatability, and the perceived usefulness of each session. Social media analytics tracked reach, engagement, and community response to awareness content. 82 word S remaining. If your organization/initiative provides any form of psychosocial support to its beneficiaries, please describe this work here. Yes, our initiative provides psychosocial support that is community-driven, trauma-informed, and culturally responsive. We understand that mental health care goes beyond clinical treatment. It involves emotional, social, and relational support that helps individuals regain a sense of safety, connection, and hope. Our psychosocial support work includes peer support circles, safe, moderated group spaces where individuals share experiences, process emotions, and build solidarity. These circles reduce isolation, enhance emotional resilience, and promote healing through peer empathy and non-judgmental listening. One-on-one listening sessions, trained volunteers provide confidential, non-clinical emotional support and active listening. These sessions are particularly helpful for individuals hesitant to approach formal mental health systems. Crisis referral pathways. We identify at-risk individuals during our sessions and connect them with professional counselors, helplines, or community-based therapists, ensuring they receive appropriate care. Self-care and coping skills workshops. We offer tools for emotional regulation, stress management, mindfulness, and grounding techniques that are especially valuable for trauma survivors and youth under chronic stress. Support for marginalized groups. Our programs are intentionally inclusive of women, LGBTQ+ individuals, and trauma-affected communities who often lack access to safe psychosocial spaces. 13 word S. Remaining. What is your long-term vision for this organization/initiative? Our long-term vision is to build a resilient, inclusive, and mentally healthy society where emotional well-being is recognized as a human right, not a privilege. We aim to evolve into a sustainable, community-rooted organization that leads transformative mental health work across underserved and marginalized populations. Over the next 5 to 10 years, we envision expanding our reach to impact 100,000 plus individuals through a hybrid model of in-person programs and digital outreach, particularly in low-resource settings. Establishing local mental health hubs that provide ongoing peer support, referrals, training, and psychosocial services in collaboration with schools, communities, and local organizations. Training a new generation of mental health champions, young people, educators, and community workers equipped with trauma-informed and culturally responsive tools to support others. Advocating for systemic change by influencing public discourse, education systems, and mental health policies to be more inclusive, accessible, and stigma-free. Creating an open-source resource library of culturally adaptable materials for communities to replicate our model and build grassroots mental wellness ecosystems. 37 word S. Remaining. Please provide any links to websites, news articles, blogs, or social media accounts related to your organization/initiative that you believe are relevant to your application. If you have received any awards, please provide the links to those below. Add more items. How does your organization ensure that people with disabilities are included and supported through its strategies or programs? Our organization is deeply committed to accessibility, inclusion, and equity for people with disabilities, both visible and invisible. We recognize that mental health and disability are often interconnected, and we intentionally design our strategies and programs to ensure meaningful participation, dignity, and support for all individuals. Key approaches to inclusion. Accessible program design. We ensure that all our workshops, peer support sessions, and digital content are designed with accessibility in mind. This includes using plain, easy-to-understand language, offering visual aids and closed captions in videos, providing materials in multiple formats, e.g. audio, large print, partnerships with disability advocates. We consult with individuals with lived experience of disability and collaborate with disability rights groups to co-create content and delivery methods that meet their needs. Safe, inclusive spaces. Our peer support environments are structured to be neurodiversity and disability friendly. Facilitators are trained in inclusive communication and trauma-informed care, which helps support people with cognitive, emotional, or sensory disabilities. Physical accessibility. When holding in-person sessions, we prioritize accessible venues, wheelchair ramps, accessible restrooms, etc., and provide transportation or remote access options. 23 word S. Remaining. Hauwa Ojeifo Scholarship. Indicates required field. Additional information. Do you believe you are neurodiverse? Please note this question is voluntary and will not be taken into account when reviewing your application. Do you consider yourself to have a disability? Please note this question is voluntary and will not be taken into account when reviewing your application. How did you hear about this scholarship? One Young World LinkedIn. One Young World Facebook. One Young World Twitter. How would you like to be contacted by One Young World? Email. Telephone. I do not wish to be contacted. Please subscribe me to your mailing list. Please read One Young World privacy policy here. I have read and understood One Young World's privacy policy. Previous page. Register.